Let's practice combining like terms in these two expressions. You will notice that we have a y to the third power here and a y to the third power here. These are like terms, so I'm going to go over a few ways that you can help to make sure to keep track of these when the expressions get larger. We're really combining the coefficients of these terms. So I'm going to put a box around my y to the third terms. And know that these two terms are the ones that need to be combined. The two remaining terms are also like to one another, but I don't need to put a box around them because they're already there. And they're the only two terms left. 3y to the third plus a negative 5y to the third would be negative 2y to the third. And now I have a negative 6y squared plus a 2y squared, which would be negative 4y squared. This four-term polynomial can be simplified into just two terms. Again, these two terms cannot be combined because although they have the same variable, those variables are raised to different exponents. I'm going to use the same logic here. And in fact, I'm going to add another term here. I'm just going to put a 7 on the end of here. What I want to do is show you a way that you can use some symbols in order to create some organization when you're doing these. I have a 2x squared here and a negative 3x squared here. Notice how in each of these I include the sign with the term. I also have a positive 4x and a negative 5x. I chose a different symbol because I want to group my terms according to those which are like. Some students will try to do this in their head, and I've seen a lot of mistakes with that. So using some kind of symbols here like boxes and circles to keep yourselves organized would really help. Since the 7 here is by itself, there's nothing with which it can be combined, I don't need to put a symbol around it. But if I did, I maybe would put a triangle around it. Sometimes I will underline like terms and then overline other sets of like terms. So it's really up to you, but I think using some kind of symbol will definitely help keep you organized. Since I have like terms with an x squared each, the only thing I'm really combining is the coefficients, and I'm keeping the exponent itself. So if I have 2 of something and I take away 3 of that thing, I'm going to have negative 1 of those things. Again, you don't need to write the 1 here because it's imaginary, but you're not incorrect if you do. You just may not see it that way. Now I have a positive 4x to the first combined with a negative 5x to the first. So 4 minus 5 would be negative 1x to the first. And I still have a positive 7 out here.